Is living in a $500,000 van really as glamorous as it looks? I decided to find out. For the next 30 days, this incredible $500,000 custom Mercedes Sprinter RV is my home. We're going to push it to its limits, explore what that price tag actually gets you, and answer the ultimate question, is it worth it? Let's start with a full tour because this thing is seriously impressive. From the outside, it looks sleek and rugged, but the magic truly happens when you step inside. The craftsmanship is just next level. We've got this beautiful, custom woodwork everywhere, heated floors, and a kitchen that's probably nicer than the one in my apartment. There's a full-sized fridge, an induction cooktop, and even a convection microwave. The layout is incredibly smart. The seating area feels spacious, with plush leather seats that are super comfortable. At night, this whole area transforms. A queen-sized bed lowers down from the ceiling with the push of a button. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. No more wrestling with complicated convertible beds. This is luxury, simplified. Now, let's talk about the tech. This van is a powerhouse. It's equipped with a massive lithium battery system and solar panels on the roof, meaning I can go completely off-grid for days without worrying about power. Everything, from the lights to the heating and even the blinds, can be controlled through a central touchscreen panel or an app on my phone. It's insanely convenient. The bathroom, or wet bath as it's called, is compact but surprisingly functional. You've got a shower, a sink, and a high-tech toilet all in one cleverly designed space. The water heater provides instant hot water, which feels like an absolute game-changer when you're parked in the middle of nowhere. So, first impressions. This isn't just a van. It's a luxury micro-apartment on wheels. But a fancy interior is one thing. How does it actually feel to live in it day in and day out? Our first week was all about testing the off-grid capabilities. We headed deep into the national forest, far from any campsites or hookups. And honestly, the transition was seamless. Waking up, making coffee with a panoramic view of the mountains, and knowing you have all the power you need is an incredible feeling of freedom. The solar panels kept the batteries topped off, even on partly cloudy days. I could work on my laptop, charge my gear, and even cook a full meal without ever thinking about conserving energy. The large water tanks also meant I could take a couple of hot showers without panicking about running out. The ride itself is incredibly smooth. For a vehicle this size, it handles like a dream. The upgraded suspension and all-terrain tires meant we could confidently tackle some pretty rough forest service roads to find those perfect, secluded spots. Driving it doesn't feel like you're piloting a huge rig. It's responsive and comfortable, even on long stretches of highway. But it wasn't all perfect. Living in a small space, no matter how luxurious, comes with its own set of challenges. The biggest one, keeping things organized. Even with all the clever storage solutions, you have to be disciplined. Everything needs a place, and you have to put it back immediately after using it. If you let it go for even a day, the space feels cluttered and chaotic. Another thing I learned is that small problems can feel like big deals. One morning, the water pump started making a strange noise. It turned out to be a minor fix, just a loose connection. But for a moment, my heart sank. When your entire home is a vehicle, any mechanical issue feels a lot more personal. It highlights the importance of understanding the systems in your rig. You can't just call a landlord. You have to be the plumber, the electrician, and the mechanic. Week 2, we decided to try city life. Can a $500,000 adventure van handle the urban jungle? We spent time in a few different cities, and this is where the van's size became more of a factor. Finding parking was the main event. While it fits in a standard parking spot lengthwise, it's tall and wide, so low clearance parking garages were a definite no-go. We spent a lot of time searching for suitable street parking, which can be stressful. However, the advantage was having our own private oasis in the middle of the city. We could explore all day, and instead of heading back to an expensive hotel, we could just return to the van, make dinner, and relax in our own space. It was also a massive conversation starter. People were constantly stopping to ask about the rig. It's definitely not a vehicle for blending in. One of the best parts was the ability to be spontaneous. We found a cool concert in a park, and we could just stay late without worrying about a long commute home. We had everything we needed right there with us. By week 3, I was really in the groove of van life. I'd developed a routine: morning coffee, a bit of work, then an afternoon of exploring whatever new place we were in. This is where the true value of a build like this started to shine through. It's not just about the fancy features, it's about the quality of life they enable. Having a reliable, comfortable, and capable home on wheels removes so much of the friction from travel. You're not constantly worrying about logistics. You can just go. We spent this week chasing good weather, heading south along the coast. One day we were surfing in the morning, and by the next, we were hiking in the mountains. This kind of freedom is what people dream of when they think of van life, and this rig delivers it in spades. I also really started to appreciate the little details: the dimmable ambient lighting, the high-quality sound system, the surprisingly comfortable mattress. These things make it feel less like camping and more like living. As we entered the final week, I started to reflect on the whole experience. The biggest question lingering was still the price. $500,000 is an astronomical amount of money. For that price, you could buy a nice house in many parts of the country. So, who is this for? It's for someone who values freedom and mobility above all else, and wants to experience that freedom without sacrificing comfort and luxury. It's for the person who wants to be able to go anywhere, anytime, in any weather, and have a 5-star experience when they get there. You're not just paying for a van. You're paying for top-of-the-line engineering, thousands of hours of skilled labor, and premium, durable components that are built to last for years of rugged adventure. It's the difference between flying economy and flying in a private jet. Both get you to your destination, but the experience is worlds apart. So, after 30 days, is it worth it? For me, if I had the money, the answer is a resounding yes. The level of freedom, comfort, and capability this vehicle provides is unlike anything I've ever experienced. It fundamentally changes the way you can travel and explore. It makes the impossible feel possible. However, is it necessary to spend this much to enjoy van life? Absolutely not. You can have incredible adventures in a van that costs a tiny fraction of this. But if you're looking for the absolute best, the pinnacle of what a camper van can be, this is it. It's an investment in a lifestyle, a tool that unlocks a world of possibilities. It's not just a vehicle, it's a key to a life of boundless adventure. What an incredible month. From mountain peaks to city streets, this van has been an amazing home. It's shown me what's possible when you combine brilliant design with rugged capability. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey. If you enjoyed this adventure, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Could you live in a van like this? Until next time, happy travels.